So my friend Lucas made a shell challenge. For those of you who don't know what that is, basically it's where you build a house with a given shell. You cannot destroy the walls of the shell, and you can add more walls inside the shell. You can learn more about this challenge in this video, linked below. I decided to partake in the challenge, and this is how it turned out. I decided to make the shell a contemporary house. Inspired by Adobe homes and Greek houses in the Mediterranean, I decided to use mostly neutral colors with a pop of blue for contrast and added wood for warmth. The house costs 1.2 million and takes up 47.5% plot data. The house itself is fairly neutral and white since it was a concept that I wanted to try. The landscaping around the house is based off on its location, Ibiza, but the plants themselves aren't really accurate since I just used decals. Anyway, let's move on to the house. The stairway is probably one of the things I'm most proud of on this build, since it came out really smooth. It took me a while to make it, so I'm glad my effort wasn't in vain. The most recognizable part in this shell is probably the atrium with the fish pond. I wanted to do a house with an atrium for a while, especially with my first try of this shell. But trying to do a layout was a challenge since there are walls that I couldn't move inside the shell. Going to the living room, I was heavily inspired by a YouTube video because I knew I wanted to use this type of modular furniture when I first saw it. The rug was also a fun idea since I haven't seen people use spiky plants as a carpet. The living room itself is fairly simple, with it only being a sitting area focusing on the backyard. There is also a small desk space if you want to do office work at home. For the kitchen, I was really happy how it turned out, and especially on how the light hits the room. It is simple but it gets the job done. You can pretty much cook anything here. My favorite part is the fridge, since Smeg fridges are adorable. Table in the middle acts as the indoor dining space as well as extra counter space since I didn't want to do a separate dining room for this house. Moving on, the backyard is probably the area that will be used a lot in this house. I wanted it to feel like an indoor-outdoor living, so I tried my best to make the transition outside as seamless as possible. It has an outdoor dining and kitchen, as well as a pool. There's also a fire pit at the side that acts as another sitting area. This is probably one of my favorite spots since the light hits this space perfectly. Before we go upstairs, there's a bathroom and bedroom downstairs. This is the downstairs bathroom. It has a joint shower and bath with a herringbone pattern for the tile on the wall. This will be seen at the other showers in the house, and the downstairs bathroom is also the laundry room for the house. Adding an atrium in the middle really shrunk the amount of space I have to work with, so putting the laundry in the bathroom was the best solution I could come up with. Moving on to the bedroom, this is probably my favorite bedroom in the house since it feels like a cave. The light coming through also adds that feel, and even though the walls are darker, it doesn't feel cramped because of the large windows behind the bed. All bedrooms have their own closet space, so you can use it to change clothes. Upstairs, there's also a glass balcony where you can look at the koi pond. Going to the next bedroom, there is a single canopy bed. I imagine the younger person to be using this, and they have their own desk space and wardrobe as well. There's also a balcony where they can look out on the street. This bathroom is pretty much just the smaller version of the one downstairs. It's in a bit of a weird spot, but I needed to put a bathroom upstairs that's not for the master bedroom. Moving on to the master suite, the bedroom is a bit cramped but it has a whole balcony for itself. It has a huge bed and a sitting area inside. It also has a wide space at the balcony for various activities. Going to the ensuite bathroom, it has a standing tub and a separate shower. The tub has a great view of the garden below if you want that spa feel, but it can also be covered up by the blinds. There's also a walk-in closet where you can change your outfit. That is pretty much the whole house. It's a small build since the shell isn't really that big, and I'm really happy on how it turned out. Thank you again for Lucas for bringing this fun challenge. And if you like this video, make sure to hit the like button and subscribe. I'll be posting the speed build for this next week, and I'll try to at least upload once or twice a week. Goodbye!